So one of the stacks that we'll run is known as a side stack. So in a side stack, we'll run something called power cuts. Power cuts are cuts where the main goal is to get a lot of yards out of one throw. So each throw should travel pretty far, and hopefully we can score only with about 3 throws. And then our typical sequence for our side stack cuts is to set up the cut deep, cut under, and clear. So if this is our field, we're going to have handler and a handler down here, and then we'll have our 4 cutters and our last handler over here on the side of the field. And then our first cutter will typically be like the 4th or the 3rd person in the stack. We will just call who it will be in advance. They're going to first cut across to about the middle of the field. that is their setting up the cut. They're getting away from the stack, so they have room to cut. Occasionally, their defender will leave them open enough that the handler can immediately throw it up to them, and it'll throw it out to the space where they're running to, and they can go get it. But that doesn't always happen, and so their next cut is to cut deep. They should cut deep straight down the middle of the field. Then if they get open, the handler can throw it deep to them, or if not, they can make an undercut. They'll come kind of diagonally toward the open side. That should, or at least the side that the stack is not on. This is typically could be force flick, but with a side stack, we don't really care where they force. We'll run it the same no matter what, most of the time. So they'll make this big undercut, and if they don't get the disc on their undercut, they're going to clear directly back to the stack. And then the timing for this, the way it will work out is about when this first guy starts cutting in right here, then our next person, will probably be this guy, will begin the same sequence of cuts. And so they'll just be delayed a little bit behind him. Whereas red cuts in, light blue sets up their cut. Now it's important that light blue doesn't set up their cut by running all the way across the field. Otherwise, they'll cut off red. So they're setting up, again, only a short way out of the stack in order to have some separation from all the other people in the stack. So as red cuts in, yeah, blue is cutting over. And then in all of the cases, whenever the handler throws the disc, so say they throw it to red over here, and now red has the disc. As soon as that throw is going, the very back should go for the end zone. And if they don't get it, then they can make this cut down on the in cut. They'll kind of skip their setting up because they're already at the very back, and just go straight for the end zone, and then come back in if they don't get it on that immediately. And that is our basic side stack.